So it's as you were at the top of the table over in Spain, as Atlético Madrid and Real Madrid both, of course, record wins in the midweek, with Real Madrid scoring 6. We'll take a look at that and more next. Another prediction video today. We look forward to match number 7 over in La Liga, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe and get your bang out today with all things La Liga related, Blackburn Rose related, world football related. We got it all here, boys. On no one Rooski, that's right, Rovers, not Rovers, but Real Madrid running away with it at the top of the table with an opening, a 2-point gap over the nearest and dearest. That's Atlético Madrid. Barcelona are nowhere to be seen. They're down in 7th. Goodness gracious me. However, they've yet to taste defeat. We'll take a look at that and more. And of course, just 1 second. Big shout out to my VRPs. I'm talking about my Patreons. If you are interested in helping the gang, check out the link down below, pitch.com/Roversy. So here we go then. Of course, look back at the midweek games. Of course, double match week. Chats for, of course, people to really get themselves moving in the right direction. And that's, of course, what the Madrid sides are doing. But Barcelona have really been a bit shit so far. Of course, no Messi. Big change. Big alterations to the whole style of play, the whole brand. Let's take a look at the results then, shall we? Atletico Bilbao picked up a win against Vallecano, 2-1 in the end, to give themselves a win there. I went with the win for the other way for Bilbao. Meanwhile, Osasuna against Real Betis, 3-1 win in the end, going to favour Betis over Osasuna. Espanyol did beat Alavés 1-0. Of course, a big win for them. Alavés also in a bit of trouble at the moment. Look at this, 0-0 draw. Barcelona against Cádiz. Meanwhile, Getafe, they did lose narrowly to Atletico Madrid. I got it bang on the bloody nose. Meanwhile, my boys, Sociedad, picked up a 5-3 winner, not 5-3, a 5-goal thriller, 3-2 win over Granada. Sevilla did beat Valencia as well to move up to 4th and knocked out them down to 5th. Villarreal got their first win in a long time. First win of the season, 4-1 win over Elche. Real Madrid, though, they did hit 6. They hit bloody 6 in the end over Mallorca in the Bernabeu, 6-1 win for them. Levante, they actually got beat by Celta Vigo 2-0 in the end, of course, to give themselves a result. I got myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 10, which is pretty good. Now, of course, I wanted to bring you bang up today. We did also, remember, with this video came at you pretty early doors. Of course, the turnaround time was narrow. We didn't get to see that final result, which I think was Granada up against Barcelona. That was on Monday. It was a 1-1 draw. I've not added that point in just yet to the old prediction league, so we will need to address that later. Of course, this has been too manic this week, of course, with the turnaround time of a lot of leagues, so we can't really do that. So I will bear that in mind for the next time around. I'll bring when we do the next prediction league from the results from this weekend, I will go back to the result and add up the points for that 1 point, whoever got that point. So to bring you a bang up today. But anyway, let's take a look at, of course, the table. Of course, this is Real Madrid at the moment leading the charge, 2 points clear of Atlético Madrid. Sociedad are in 3rd. My boys, well done to you. And of course, Sevilla are in 4th. Down the foot table is Alavés, Getafe and Granada. They're in a bit of trouble down the bottom of the table, but of course it is early days. Fear not, you'll be okay in the end. What about the prediction league? Well, let's take a little look at that then. Let's take a look at the prediction league then, shall we? Of course, coming at you, some big names at the bottom there. Frosty's having a bit of a nightmare, but at the top is Nanakem. It's 30-77 with, of course, 8 out of 10. Iman Hussein, Thomas Stainer, Mark Sangari and Vincent Hong up there with 7, and then the chasing bloody pack. What about the overall standings? Well, here it is, coming at you in all its glory. 30-77 is leading the charge with 32 points on the board. Liam 2000's up there with 31. Jonathan Lou's up there with 31 as well. Shepherd is in there in the top 4. Well done to you. Keep it going, goals. Keep it bloody going. And then the chasing pack. That's, of course, the situation right here, right now. But, of course, we've got the next round of matches coming at you. If you want to get involved, you just go to this website, Cutley/Espanyol. Or if you're one of those savvy folks and you've got a smartphone, which I'm sure pretty much most people have, you can take a picture of that. It'll send you to the link. You go there, you punch in your predictions, and, of course, you can get into it that way. Anyway, that's, of course, to look forward to. But anyway, let's get going and have a little look at the next round of matches. Then kick it all off with, who do we have? We have Real Betis taking on Getafe. Let's get into this one. This actually takes place on Sunday, September the 26th. These two sides have 30 times since the year 2011 wins for Betis, 10 wins for Getafe, and 9 draws. Of course, Getafe coming to this without a win in 6, if not more than that. 0% form. Meanwhile, Betis are on the charge, unbeaten the last 4 games, picking up 3 wins and a draw to boot. Of course, the biggest win over Getafe, 2-0 win. The biggest win the other way is a 3-0 win. Of course, last celebration in Betis was a 1-0 win for Betis. The away side hasn't won won this game since 2019 when Getafe did beat Betis over at the Benito Villamarín, of course. Heading into this, of course, Betis did beat Osasuna 3-1. Of course, Getafe did lose to Atlético heading into this. Of course, the odds on this one, we go with Betis 5-3 on for the victory, 30-5 is short, 50-4 is your away win. That is, of course, Getafe. They ain't going to win this one, are they? 2-0 win for Real Betis on this one to take it to the house. Celta Vigo will entertain Granada. That's on Monday bloody night. Monday night football. These two sides played 18 times since 2010. 8 wins for Celta Vigo, 3 for Granada, and 7 draws. The biggest win for Celta Vigo. 3-0 win. The biggest win there is a 2-0 win. Of course, both sides in really shitty form. Of course, just 1 win in 6 for Celta Vigo. Granada, 3 draws and 3 defeats in the past 6. 25% form for them. Of course, if you look at the table, Celta Vigo down in 17th, Granada in 18th. Granada yet to get a win this season. Of course, they're coming to us on the back of that loss against Real Sociedad. Meanwhile, Celta Vigo coming to us back of that win against Levante. Last time I played over in Celta Vigo. It's a 3-1 win for Celta Vigo. And I'm looking at this. Yeah, man, 3-1 win in the end. Last time around, of course, the odds 13-8 on issue Celta Vigo, 92 issue away win, 3-1 issue draw. I think I've gone with Celta Vigo to get at least a draw on this one, 1-1 in the end, to take it to the bank on this one. Next up, we have Alavés, another team in trouble up against Atlético Madrid. That's taking place on Saturday, September 25th. You're going to be quick draws on these picks. Of course, we're going to get this video out to you on Friday, of course, and hopefully you can get your picks in before that. Anyway, pressure 18 times in 1998, 4 wins for Alavés, 10 wins for Atlético, and 4 draws. Of course, Atlético coming to this unbeaten the last 6, if not more than that, winning 3 and drawing 3. Meanwhile, Alavés 6 losses on the bounce, 0% form. Their biggest win, though, over Atlético was a 2-0 win. The biggest win in the other way is a 4-0 win. Of course, coming into this... coming into the last night page of the over in Alavés, excuse me, was a 2-1 win for Atlético. They actually won 1, 2, 3 on the bounce against Alavés, actually unbeaten 6, maybe a lot more than that as well. Of course, Alavés came to under the back of that loss against Espanyol. Atlético coming on the back of that win against Getafe. Odds on this one, what do we have? We have 30-2 is your Alavés, long shots 2-1 on is your Atlético, and of course 3-1 is your draw. Of course, they are the champs, 2-0 win, of course, for Atlético in the end. Barcelona will take a Levante, of course, but also in a bit of shit form. Of course, they've got their mind maybe on the Champions League next week. But anyway, these two sides played each other 32 times since 2004. 23 wins for Barcelona, 4 for Levante, 5 draws. Barcelona just 1 win in 5 for them. As for Levante, it's actually quite sad to see Barcelona. But you know what? It's about bloody time. They've come crashing down to earth, and hopefully they have a bit of a nightmare season, maybe finish 5th or something, and go through a bit of a downward spiral a little bit. That's my vibe. You know, you dominate the league for 20, 30 years. I don't know what it is. And of course, you've got to go for a rough patch. Look at Arsenal at the moment; they're going for a rough patch over in England. But anyway, Levante came just without a win in 6, drawing a lot of matches though, picking up 4 draws on the last 6. That's like pressure over at the Camp Nou was a 1-0 win for Barcelona back in December 2020. Of course, Barcelona did draw with Cádiz, back-to-back draws this past week. And of course, Levante did lose to Celta Vigo. Odds on this one though, is Barcelona will still be favourites, 5-2 on for the victory, 92 is draw, 11-2 is your away win. That's Levante. Going to go with a win for Barcelona on this. Sevilla will take on Espanyol also this coming Saturday. These two sides played each other 52 times since 1994, 30 wins to Sevilla, 12 wins to Espanyol, 10 draws. Of course, Sevilla 5 biggest win for them over Espanyol, 5-0 win. Same could be said the other way. Sevilla unbeaten the last 6, picking up 3 wins and 3 draws. Meanwhile, Espanyol just 1 win at the past 6, just 42% form though, not too shabby. Of course, last time in Sevilla was a 2-2 draw back in February 2020. Sevilla did beat Valencia last time round. Espanyol beat Alavés last time round. Odds on this one, 7-4 on is Sevilla, 14-5 is your, 11-2 is your away win. That's Espanyol on this. We're going to go with a win for Sevilla, 3-0 win, clean sheet to boot, and of course keep up the heat in that top 4. Meanwhile, Valencia have had a good season so far. Can they keep it going up against Athletic Bilbao? Of course, locking odds also on Saturday evening, I think. Anyway, played each other 58 times since 1993, 25 wins for Valencia, 16 wins for Bilbao, and 17 draws. Biggest win for Valencia, 5-1 win. Also could be said for Bilbao as well, 5-1 win, biggest win over Valencia. However, been back-to-back defeats for Valencia. Meanwhile, Bilbao coming to just 1 defeat past 6, 58% form both of these two sides. Of course, Bilbao and Valencia last time played each other in Valencia was a 2-2 draw. In fact, the past 2 games ended up draws. The home side haven't won this game since 2019 when Valencia picked up the win against Bilbao. Odds on this one, what do we have on this? We have Valencia 85 for the victory, 9-5 is Bilbao, 11-5 is draw. Very, very tight in amongst the bunkies on this one. Then going with Valencia, I think I am 2-1 win to take it to the W. And the next time, of course, we have Vallecano up against Cádiz. Let's take a look at this one then, shall we? These two sides played each other 12 times in 2003. 4 wins for Vallecano, 2 wins for Cádiz, and 6 draws. draws. The biggest win for Vallecano, 3-0 win. The biggest win there was a 1-0 win. Vallecano unbeaten the last 4 games. Meanwhile, just 1 win and 6 for Cádiz. 42% form for Cádiz, 58% form for Vallecano. Last time that in Vallecano was a 1-1 draw. In fact, the last 4 occasions between these two sides have ended up as draws. Of course, Vallecano coming to the back of that win against Bilbao. Of course, Cádiz coming to the back of that draw against Barcelona. Odds on this one, 5-3 on is your Vallecano. They're good. They're looking good at the moment. 5-1 is your Cádiz. 14-5 is your draw. I think I've gone with a draw on this. 0-0 in the end. Point split right down the middle. Next up, of course, Mallorca. That's right, up against Osasuna. Played 38 times since 1996. 10 wins for Mallorca, 13 wins for Osasuna, and 15 bloody draws. Of course, Mallorca came to this just without a win in 3. Meanwhile, Osasuna 1-2, lost 2 at the last 4. Both around about 50% form on this one. Of course, the biggest win for either of the two sides over each other has been a 4-0. Of course, last time I played each other over in Mallorca was a 2-2 draw as well. Mallorca coming to this on the back of that loss, a big loss against Real Madrid. Of course, Osasuna coming to this back of that loss against Real Betis. Look at the odds on this one. Tight one. This one could go down the middle. We have 70-10 for Mallorca. 7-4 is your draw. 11-5 is your 7-4 is your away win. I might go. I don't know what I've done here. I've gone with the away win. Osasuna 1-0 win. Take it to the bank. Of course, into the final 2. Big one here. Real Madrid up against Villarreal. Let's get into this one on Saturday night as well. This one. These two sides play each other according to my knowledge. Around about 42 times since 1998. 24 wins for Real Madrid. Just 4 wins for Villarreal. And there must be a whole host of draws if my mathematics is correct. And it's been around about 14 draws. The biggest win for Madrid, 4-5-0 win. The biggest win the other way, just a 1-0 win. Madrid have actually won 5 of the bouts. Meanwhile, Villarreal unbeaten the last 6. However, drawn 5 of the past 6 heading into this. So, of course, last time over in Real Madrid was a 2-1 win. The away side have not won this game in a long time. Last time the away side won was Real Madrid, beating Villarreal back in 2017. Of course, Madrid coming to this back of that big win over Mallorca. Villarreal coming to this over that big win over Elche. Of course, they got the first win. Maybe they'll follow up with back-to-back wins. Good evening. 2-1 on is your Real Madrid. 19-4 is your away win. 50-4 is your draw. 3-1 win. Madrid will win this one. Of course, my boys will wrap up the weekend up against Elche on Sunday, September 26th. Played each other 12 times in 2007. We got 6 wins for Sociedad, 3 for Elche, and 3 draws. The biggest win for Sociedad, 4-0 win. The biggest win there was a 4-1 win. Of course, Sociedad unbeaten the last 6, picking up 4 wins and 2 draws. Meanwhile, Elche just 1 win and 6. Of course, last time in Sociedad was a 2-0 win. In fact, it's been back-to-back wins for Sociedad, back-to-back clean sheets as well over Elche. Of course, they did come into the back of that win against Granada. Elche came into the back of that loss against Villarreal. Look at the odds on this one. 5-2 on is your Sociedad, 7-2 is your draw. 8-2 on your long shots. That's Elche. Going to go with the win there for my boys. 2-0 win to take it to the house. That's my picks, boys. Be sure to get your picks as well using the savvy code, which should be right on your screen right about now. /Espanyol. That's right. Of course, until then, give it some loving. Smash your thumbs up. Smash your subscribe. Of course, we're going to get these videos out there. Get your picks in. Of course, I'll see you back around for the next week. Of course, it should be a singular week next week, so of course, plenty of time to get involved with that. But until then, see you soon. Be safe, mask up, and of course, get your picks in. Until then, we are done.